Today's movie's a special request from Patreon supporter Mitchell Paul Martinez, who asked me to review Black Scorpion. Wait a second, Black Scorpion? Didn't I already do that one? Oh wait, I did The Black Scorpion, which is a 1950s monster flick. This Black Scorpion is a 1995 superhero movie produced by Roger Corman. Yeah, about time I did a superhero movie that wasn't made in Turkey or Korea. So let's see how a good old American superhero B-movie ranks on the Schlockometer. Okay, so it's the mid-90s and dark superhero movies like the Tim Burton Batman films and The Crow are popular. So what do you do if you're exploitation mogul Roger Corman? You try and get yourself a piece of that sweet superhero money, that's what. But unlike that Fantastic Four movie Corman produced, this one actually got released, airing in 1995 as part of Showtime's Roger Corman Presents series of TV movies. And in addition to airing on Showtime, the movie also stars cable TV softcore vixen Joan Severance, so I have a feeling this won't be a family-friendly superhero movie. Not a surprise for this channel. I've done movies where Batman and Robin spend several minutes at a time at a strip club. Because it's a superhero flick, that means we gotta open with some epic theme music. Okay, this is a very mellow start to this superhero movie. Can't afford John Williams or Danny Elfman? Well, this CD of royalty-free new age music ought to do the trick. Anyway, instead of Gotham, the movie's set in Angel City, which is clearly based on Denver, Colorado.
I miss Mommy.
Huh?
Do you ever think she'll come back?
I don't know.
Classic sad story. Mom steps out to buy some cigarettes and never comes back. Plus, I think Corman wanted to save some money by only casting one parent. Here's our protagonist, Darcy Walker, and her policeman father, played by Rick Rossovich. He may be a good cop, but he's not great at bedtime stories.
Once upon a time, there was a scorpion. This particular scorpion wanted to get across the river, but she didn't know how to swim. So she asked a frog if she could ride on its back.
I'm sorry, do we really need this? I mean, can't we just have her fall into a pit of scorpions or something? They're interrupted when a bank robbery is reported on the police scanner, and if you needed proof this part is set in the 70s...
You can't fucking tell us that's look, but I fucking shot her, man! Yeah, Kiss rocks, man!
See? He mentioned Kiss. It's totally the 70s. This looks like a Dick Tracy villain teamed up with a thug from a RoboCop movie. Even though he's off duty, Darcy's dad decides to pursue the criminals himself, because hey, it's the 70s. All cops operate on Dirty Harry rules.
Yeah, kill him,
Ooh, hey, some car stunts. Corman must have spent a little more money than usual on this one, which means we'll probably see that footage reused in about 5 other movies. Darcy's dad eventually stops the robbers. However, instead of executing him like a good 70s cop, he takes him to a hospital with some of the worst security ever.
Don't shoot!
The doc was going for a gun. You all saw it. Okay, you got the criminals. Now you just need to kill all the witnesses so no one can pin the doc's death on you. It's now 18 years later, and I can't tell if these are supposed to be hookers or the superheroes. That's a Roger Corman movie, so they could be both. Actually, they kind of are, since Darcy is now all grown up and working as an undercover cop along with her partner, Mike Russo. I don't know what the problem is, though. They just need to wait for Bruce Abbott to create the Demolitionist and she'll clean up the streets. They're trying to bust a pimp named Easy Street, and he's not the only one with a weird name.
My name is my fame. They don't call me Tender Lovin' for nothing.
Well, that's not a very good superhero name. And I wasn't joking about this being an R-rated superhero movie. Not even 15 minutes in and already there's some tits I can't show on YouTube. Unfortunately for Darcy, Easy Street doesn't seem to be interested in any new girls who dress like Blade Runner extras. Or, maybe he just needs to try before he buys. Girl, if you become my bottom bitch, I'm gonna name you Zora the Horror.
What?
Freeze! Bad puns are a Class B felony, asshole. Easy Street's taken in for questioning, and oh no, they arrested Chocolate Chip Spaceship Charlie. Then again, he is dressed like Bill Cosby, so maybe he does deserve to be there. In any case, the DA says they gotta let Easy Street go. Turns out dressing like Big Daddy Kane isn't a crime. And even though it's 18 years later, Rick Rossovich hasn't aged a day. However, he has been demoted to security guard.
You're the reason you're not a cop.
Oh, that's a bunch of crap, okay? I didn't mean to shoot that doctor.
Yeah, I'm just a terrible shot, that's all. But hey, the DA from earlier is here. Maybe he can put in a good word and get Darcy's dad back on the force.
Lieutenant!
Or not. Well, looks like we finally have our Batman-style origin story. The DA says he doesn't remember shooting Darcy's father, but I'm betting it has something to do with this rejected Power Rangers villain here. And as if Darcy didn't already have enough bad news.
Pending their investigation on the police brutality charge, you're officially suspended.
Something, you're a loose cannon, the mayor's up my ass, yada yada, you know the drill. Because Darcy's no longer a cop, that means she can't protect tender lovin' from Easy Street, and by the looks of it, he's itching to keep his pimp knife strong.
Open up, child, we got business.
Oh no, Easy Street made her eat barbecue and didn't give her a wet nap. The Fiend! Fed up with the crime on the streets and inspired by the story her father told her when she was a child, Darcy finally decides to become a superhero. Yes, father, I shall become a frog. Scorpion. I meant Scorpion. Okay, one quick fashion montage later and Darcy becomes the Black Scorpion. Damn, it's like she made the sexy cosplay version of her own outfit. And first on her list is Easy Street.
Didn't anyone ever tell you that when a girl says no, she means no?
What the hell? I don't remember ordering a dominatrix. Wait, what are you doing? We didn't agree to a safety word yet. Okay, now that Easy Street's taken care of, time for Darcy to shoot a Crow-themed bathtub set for her OnlyFans and call it a day. Of course, Easy Street isn't the main villain of the movie. Instead, we have asthmatic Darth Vader here. No, seriously, his whole thing is that he's an asthma-themed villain.
You, my army of asthmatics, my wheezing warriors.
Soon I'll get revenge on my old gym teacher for making me run all those laps. Not only does he plan on taking over the city's air supply, but I also think he kills the Six Flags mascot. Look, lady, when walking home at night, don't take a shortcut through Axis Chemicals. Some weird knockoff of the Joker's just gonna end up trying to mug you. Actually, now that I get a closer look at this guy, I probably should have called him Hardly Quinn. Oh well, too late now. Oh, and if anyone was wondering how Darcy got the name Black Scorpion...
She has this long braid, like a tail. No, like a finger. Like a scorpion!
Well, that answers that. It's a good thing Darcy decided to become the Black Scorpion, since the city seems to be overrun with criminals.
The hell is this?
You're parked illegally in a Double Dragon game, that's what. Black Scorpion may not have any powers, but she does have some pretty impressive gadgets, like boots that go from high heels to flats whenever a fight scene starts, and are also really great for repeated nut shots. And a magic ring taser, I guess. Best crackerjack prize ever. Even though the look of this movie is influenced by the Tim Burton Batman movies, it's not without a tongue-in-cheek sense of humor either.
Cap, you alright?
Yeah, I quit smoking this morning. I'm a little stressed out.
Okay, that's kind of funny. I know I already made a Double Dragon reference, but pretty much every villain in this movie looks like they stepped out of an old arcade beat-em-up game. Oh, and Black Scorpion's got more than just a magic taser ring. She's also able to leap tall buildings in a single effect shot. Black Scorpion's cornered by Russo, but luckily he's not a very good cop.
Okay, no guns, just you and me.
Well, that's not very professional. Oh well, at least this leads to our superhero meet-cute / Batman Returns homage. Hey, mistletoe can be deadly if you eat it, but a kiss can be deadlier if it... Oh, okay, I see you're way ahead of me. And as long as I'm paraphrasing Batman lines, might as well also do this. Scorpion freak terrorizes? Wait till they get a load of me. Because the police shot up her car, Darcy goes to a chop shop run by Garrett Morris's character from earlier. Because come on, he's prominently billed in the credits. It'd be weird if he was just in that one scene. And what's his character's name?
You haven't changed a bit, Argyle.
Yeah, in the original script his name was Sweater Vest. And he's not one to judge other people for having a weird name.
You just cannot be the Black Scorpion!
Why? 'Cause she's white?
Why can't I be the Black Scorpion?
Because
because you are about the whitest white woman I have ever seen.
Oh, okay, apparently that is where he was going with that. While their car's getting worked on, Darcy goes on a date with Russo, and he's got a romantic evening planned of watching the news? Oh yeah, home run plan there, Russo. Surprisingly, this actually seems to work.
Darce. What are we doing?
You're about to get laid, that's what. Now don't screw it up. However, Russo refuses Darcy's advances, saying he's in love with the Black Scorpion. He was into cosplay chicks before it was cool. Huh? Oh, right, the plot. So, the villain owns some towers that are supposed to absorb smog, but they're actually gonna put out smog, and he's asthmatic and wants to make other people asthmatic because he wasn't good at sports and wants revenge or something. I don't know. Considering this was meant to cash in on the Tim Burton Batman movies, it's about time we got a shootout at a chemical plant. Although if you wanted to drop somebody into a vat of acid, you should have done that closer to the beginning. The villain's got some pretty impressive gadgets too. Not only does he come with his own stunt tether, but his armor's also bulletproof and close-up. Black Scorpion arrives before the villain's able to throw Russo into a vat of reanimator juice. Although you'd think Bruce Abbott would be able to handle something like that. Despite all the weird superheroes in this place, I'm really hoping they don't run into the cast of Gunhead here. Instead of going after the villain, the cops try to arrest Black Scorpion, but fortunately, Argyle pimped the hell out of a ride. Seriously.
Let's do it to it.
What the hell? Argyle can make cars that transform into different cars? Why the hell does he run some crappy chop shop? The guy should be a billionaire. How the hell does this even work?
My boys, they lifted this thing called a transformer box. Somehow this box reorganizes atoms at a molecular level.
So, science-y bullshit, I guess.
Somehow this box reorganizes atoms at a molecular level.
It transmogrifies the car's X cells, causing a fusion reaction. There, does that explain it? Look, this is nice and all, but if this were a GTA game, you'd be up to about 4 stars now. Does this thing come with an oil slick?
It's usually oil gun.
Ah, oil gun, even better. Now that you've escaped the cops, you should ask Argyle if he can make you a Scorpion plane, because if he can do this, why the hell not? Before that, though, Darcy's got more important matters to attend to, like jumping Russo's bones.
Like the Scorpion said to the frog, "Can I have a ride on your back?"
Yeah, Darcy may be the Black Scorpion, but Russo's the one getting some tail tonight. No joke, we get a sex scene that lasts a couple minutes here, but because this ain't Showtime, I can't show you much of it. It's not often you see a superhero movie that also doubles as its own porn parody. Even though Darcy keeps her mask on, Russo somehow does all this without taking his pants off. Well, I think he just finished. Here's why you should never get too drunk at Comic-Con. Even if you hook up with a hot cosplay chick, you might also wake up with a tattoo you regret. Oh, right, the plot. Sorry, I keep getting distracted. Because this is a Batman knockoff, it figures we get some Joker gas at some point. Just who the hell is this guy, anyway?
Good evening. I am the breathtaker.
Breathtaker, huh? Alright, well I guess that's a better name than the Weezer. So Breathtaker's gonna release some gas that'll kill everybody unless they get some masks that are only available at his headquarters. You know, instead of a supervillain, Breathtaker just seems like a cunning businessman. And apparently the gas he's using is an experimental drug used to rehabilitate murderers, so that doesn't seem so bad.
Argyle, if Litrosonia can turn a hardened murderer into an outstanding citizen, why can't it do the opposite?
Yeah, why can't a thing do the exact opposite of what it was designed for? Like if a bomb blows things up, why can't it take things that have been blown up and put them back together again? Makes sense to me. So you may think this is why the DA shot Darcy's dad earlier, but actually it's because he found out Darcy's dad was banging his wife. Oh, and the Breathtaker also has another connection to earlier in the movie.
It was Dr. Noah Goddard. And his career got cut short when he took a bullet one time in an emergency room shootout.
That's right, Breathtaker's the doctor Darcy's dad shot at the beginning. Darcy really should have been tipped off when he asked if she ever danced with the devil in the pale moonlight.
Yeah, but why murder my father?
Revenge.
For what?
I don't know, for shooting him? I'd be pissed too if that happened to me. Before Darcy can foil Breathtaker's plan, though, we're gonna need another fight scene.
Is it true wrestling is staged?
Yeah, although the way you're dressed, it usually takes place in a mud pit. Yeah, I'm kinda glad Glow didn't get another season. It was getting pretty silly. And speaking of silly, Breathtaker's here.
It seems you have me at a disadvantage, Black Scorpion.
You know my identity, but I don't know yours.
My name is Darcy Walker.
Well, don't tell him that, dumbass. That's right, my name is Darcy Walker and I live at 407 Everwood Lane. Also, my social security number is 851... Hey, what are you doing? I wasn't done yet. You know, if this were the Adam West Batman series, this is normally where they'd leave the cliffhanger. Will Darcy escape? Will Russo be anything more than just a random booty call? Tune in next episode, same Scorpion time, same Scorpion channel. Thankfully, Darcy's magic taser ring also has the power to do whatever the plot requires. Unfortunately, she gets the vapors right before Russo arrives. Whoa, Darcy, you're the one who rode my dick until it was purple last night? Alright, well, this is gonna make working together a little awkward, but can't say I regret it. Also, you're under arrest. Just kidding, he doesn't arrest her. They gotta save the handcuffs for the bedroom.
Incredible. The Force could use some of this technology.
Yeah, well, just go to any random chop shop. They'll hook you up. Okay, listen, we got this one sort of impressive-looking industrial location, and Corman's determined to wring every last penny out of it, which means we're gonna have to stage our climactic action sequence here, okay?
Got her!
Well, the black cockroach is back.
Shut up, dork Vader. Even if Breathtaker has that armor, one side effect of the asthma is his cardio's not very good. And he also needs a stronger password for his computer if he doesn't want his plans to be foiled so easily. Oh no, not my mask. Someone get my inhaler. So with Breathtaker dead and his plan foiled, the city no longer has to worry about wearing masks. At least until 2020 rolls around. But wait a second, what about Darcy and Russo's relationship?
Look, couldn't we just go back to the way things were before?
Wish I could, Doris. I can't forget what you did.
What, banging the shit out of you and then leaving? Oh yeah, guys hate when women do that. We're not just pieces of meat, you know. No big deal though, since Darcy apparently wipes his memory using some of Breathtaker's gas. That means she can do it again. And so the city can rest easy knowing that the toned-ass cheeks of justice are looking out for it. I'm not sure what the ratings for Black Scorpion were, but they must have been decent since Corman also produced a sequel movie that came out a year later, as well as a one-season TV series that aired on the Sci-Fi Channel in 2001. So, was Black Scorpion good enough to start a kind of franchise? I mean, it's a Roger Corman produced superhero cash-in, so I guess it's about what you'd expect. Something the movie does have going for it is Corman decides to go for an exploitation audience rather than trying to appeal to kids. And while it definitely tries to copy the look of the Tim Burton Batman movies, it also has its tongue planted firmly in cheek and thankfully never takes itself seriously. On the downside, the fight scenes are pretty mediocre and the production values are definitely low rent. Although compared to some of the Turkish superhero flicks I've done on this show, this looks like a Marvel movie. The villain's pretty lame too, even from a tongue-in-cheek standpoint, but Joan Severance is sexy in the lead role, so it's not all bad. It's a moderately entertaining superhero B movie. Nothing as crazy as the Turkish stuff, but not the worst way to waste 90 minutes. Even though this was clearly made to cash in on the Tim Burton Batman movies, I wonder if Corman ever considered suing that Halle Berry Catwoman movie for copying Black Scorpion's costume. Well, it's all for now. Until next time.
I'm hoping you got a key, see what I'm saying?
Well, brother, I have the key to spiritual fulfillment.
Shit.